Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a controversial view. Today we're going to be talking about Blindfold, Acts of Obsession. Now, Blindfold, Acts of Obsession was made two ways on videotape, and I'm not sure if it was released on DVD or not. I should have looked. But it was released as an R-rated version and an unrated version. What's the difference? Well, there's quite a big difference. The biggest difference is the unrated version has Shannon Doherty in the buff, naked. She also did Playboy around that time that she did this. But this was the only film she did topless nudity. So, there we go. Apparently, like I said, this was when she was leaving 90210. From what Joe had told me, this was around the fourth season. And she wanted to branch out. Branching out meant, I guess, doing some stuff that she had never done before, which was Playboy. I did have the issue of that. I don't know what ever happened to it. I'm sure it's probably worth money. And she also did this film, but she did two versions of it. And me, being young and always having a crush on her, I didn't even know this existed until Joe brought it to my attention. Especially, I didn't know it existed in two versions: the R-rated and the unrated version. Now, like I said, this is the unrated version, and this is pretty. There's a lot of sexual stuff in here, not only with her, but there is some, yeah, a lot of topless stuff with her in this film. Not sure exactly why she chose this film, um, but she did. And, being able to see it was pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I know this comes off as a thriller. A lot of people call it a thriller. This is actually a horror movie. It's about a serial killer. So, this is definitely a horror film, and it comes off like a horror film, like almost like a slasher film. You have Judd Nelson in this as well, who is really, really good in this. I think he's a great actor. I don't know why he limited his parts to what they were, or how he went about choosing what roles he took. But he is actually quite good in this film. Um, Another controversy in this is Shannon was involved in a abusive relationship at the time that she made this film, and her and Judd Nelson actually fell in love or started an affair during this film, and almost got married. They got engaged. So, this was a big turnaround for her as far as like the whole Beverly Hills 90210 to Playboy to Blindfold. There were some really big changes happening in her life at the time, and being someone who always kind of liked her, I never saw this in the videotape stores, or else I definitely would have rented it because I always liked her. Um, so this one was a little bit more rare than I think a lot of people would like to think. And now it's going for stupid money, especially not the unrated version, because of her doing the topless scenes and all. So keep an eye out for it if you're a collector. It's going for some pretty crazy money right now. All in all, this is a really fun movie. Um, like I said, I didn't expect it to be such a horror movie serial killer film. And I'm really glad I got to watch it. So thank you to Joe for making this happen. And yeah, definitely check out his controversial view for Blindfold, Acts of Obsession. And remember, guys, physical media matters. This should be on DVD. If it's not on DVD, it should be on Blu-ray. It should be on somewhere. We're just losing all these things to videotape, and I don't know. It just we should have access to stuff like this. So yeah, remember, physical media matters. And until next time.